When I was a newborn, okay, so basically, when I was a newborn, like I really cried because it would take so much energy to cry, and even when I cried, most of the time, Dad wasn't at home, so I was just ignored. So I really cried. So whenever me and Nelly went out, she would be like if it was like really hot, she would just ignore my cries because babies get hot faster than adults do. It's like a real no fact, but I I would get really hot to the point I was sweating and stuff, and I'd be crying, and she would ignore me. Like if I kept on crying and she got back home, she would just not feed me as my punishment for crying because I was hot. So whenever I was too cold, she would ignore me, and I would be like super cold. Like when you get too cold and your arms start becoming numb and stuff, and frostbite start forming and stuff, and your like fingers start turning different colors. Yeah, that's how cold I'd be. And she kept on doing this until I learned just stop complaining when I was hot and cold and stuff. So eventually I stopped complaining. So when me and my dad and Nelly went out and went somewhere and it would be super cold in the car, I'd just be not crying because, well, what's the point? I was just gonna be ignored or something, or not fed again, just for crying because I was cold. So I just stopped crying, like entirely when I was hot or cold. I just endured instead. And then my dad would like tell me, like, you were such a good baby when you were younger. You hardly never cried. Like, yeah, what's the point of crying? Crying for me uses so much energy, like to cry. Like I would use so much energy just to cry. It would take so much energy that it would be like it would make me go to sleep. So it uses so much energy just to cry. It's like sometimes when I would get hurt and stuff, I would just not cry because what's the point? I'm just going to tire myself out, to be honest. So whenever I was a newborn, I'll be cold. My face be cold and everything. And my dad be touching me like, you're cold. Why don't you cry? Why don't you cry? And I'm like, well, first of all, this is not going to lead to a great result for me. I'm probably not going to be fed for who knows how long. So, yeah, there was no point in crying. So, like and subscribe. I will see you next time.